Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have a new pick a card reading, but before we hop into it I wanted to give a huge shout out to Luna Gem for sponsoring today's video. If you have not heard of Luna Gem before, it is actually my jewelry company where we hand make gorgeous beaded bracelets that are custom made to your exact wrist size so that they will fit you perfectly, and you get to choose between all types of different crystals, and they're made with gold fill so they do not tarnish. I wear mine in the shower, I wear mine in the ocean, everywhere, and they literally do not tarnish. They are made so high quality, and we have new styles that just came out. They are so gorgeous, and if you love crystal healing and you would like to attract love in your life or manifest more, amplify your energy, or even do an energy cleanse, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, we have all types of crystals with different properties that you can choose from, that you can wear. I absolutely love the way that they look. It is such a goddess vibe. So if you are interested in crystal jewelry, we also have rings, necklaces, earrings as well. How gorgeous are these? All the information for that will be linked down below in the description box, as well as a little special discount for you, my beautiful YouTube audience. And thank you so much for allowing me to sponsor my own videos. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right back into today's pick a card reading. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have a new pick a card reading all about who you're going to marry. So if you are curious who your life partner is, what they're gonna look like, what your relationship is gonna be like, all different types of information. We're gonna get as much detail as possible for you. We ask spirit, your guides, your angels to come down and bring information for your highest good at this time, and we use the cards to reveal the information about whatever particular topic that we are doing in the videos. So this one is all about who you're gonna marry, and how this video works is I have 5 different groups in front of me. We have group number 1 with the crystal selenite on the top of it. So if you're drawn to group number 1, that's gonna be your pile. That's going to reveal all about who you're going to marry. Group number 2, we have this angel aura quartz. So if you're drawn to that one, that's going to be your pile. Group number 3, we have a piece of amethyst. Group number 4, I always forget the name of this crystal, but as always, I'll have it linked down below so that you can find out what it's called. And if you're drawn to that one, that's going to be your pile. Group number 4, we have some sunset aura quartz, or sorry, group number 4, group number 5. Anyway, I'm sure you get it. You can see the pile is in front of here, but there's also going to be timestamps linked down below for your convenience so that you can click and skip right ahead to your personal prediction all about who you are going to marry. And I cannot wait to get into this reading with you, and let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my group number 1s, if you chose this pile, this is going to be a reading, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, my group 1s. So we have reflect, adore, and trust. The person that you are going to marry, first off, is a little bit more of a quiet, more introverted type of person. They're not the type of person that you're gonna find at a party somewhere. Like, this is more of a homebody who probably has like a bit of a spiritual side to them. Like, I'm feeling like this person has a slight spiritual aspect to them, where maybe they're into philosophy or reading or learning. This is an incredibly intelligent person as well. So I feel like they are into deep conversations and learning about really deep topics. They are not this type of person that you're gonna find them just, you know, going out and partying and living life kind of in a more loose way. Like this person, like, I feel like they can be easygoing. Absolutely. I feel like this is a very easygoing person, but they are intelligent. They really think about their actions. They think before doing things. I'm also getting the vibe that this type of person is always going to put you first. When it comes to decision making, they're not gonna rush into any particular decision. They're gonna come to you and ask you, hey, how do you feel about this? Like, what is your energy? What are you vibing with? They are patient. This is a patient person. And I'm also getting this energy that when you meet this person, things might go slightly slower, and they also might hide quite a bit of their feelings. Not that they're doing it intentionally. They're not trying to like hide things from you, because they also are a very honest person. But in terms of like how they open up, they're slower to open up. They're a little bit more mysterious, a little bit more withdrawn. And there's times at the beginning of your relationship where you might wonder, like, do they actually like me? They never have expressed what they truly feel about me, but it's because they're very slow and they're patient. They're not trying to rush into things. This isn't a type of person that they're gonna like fall in love with you and start telling you like, I love you on day 2. Like they are a bit more patient with their feelings, with their emotions, because I feel like, again, they're intelligent, they're smart. They know that good things take time and they're not trying to rush it. Right? So they are more patient in those ways, but they are going to absolutely go head over heels for you. They're going to take their time with it, and they might, again, not express too many of their feelings right away because they like to reflect on those feelings and be patient with them rather than rushing into something, which I think is a very healthy thing. And this Adore card, like they are going to absolutely be so in love with you, and you are the apple of their eye. They only have eyes for you. They're also very much, you know, a trustworthy type of person. So when it comes to their feelings for you, their promises that they make, everything of who they are is just so honest, so in integrity. They always try to do their best. And I also feel like this person is very patient when it comes to disagreements and arguments. They are not the type of person to like blow up. They are the type of person that if you come to them with an issue or something that you're feeling, they're going to take their time. They're going to sit down with you and be like, okay, let's talk about this. Like, let's figure it out. This person knows how to admit faults, admit when they're wrong. And they're, again, just, they're slow, they're withdrawn, they're trustworthy. But withdrawn, when I say that, I mean it in a good way. They are more introverted, and they're not going to go around and like have a million friends that they're like, oh my God, I need to introduce you to them and them and them. And look at all these. They're not like that. They're more like, okay, I have like 3 friends. Here they are. They're really close to me. They have very close long-term friendships, and they are here for a very long-term partnership. And wow, I just feel like you both are going to get along super well. Even if you're listening to this right now and you're like, that sounds a lot like me, this person is going to be very similar to you. Like, I feel like you have a lot of similarities, that this is why you're going to get along so well. And this is why this relationship in particular is going to lead to marriage and truly working out. And I feel like both of you really adore each other. And both of you can see each other's like goodness in your hearts. It speaks through both of yours actions. Like, both of you have actions that speak this true love. You both have the look in each other's eye that's like, oh my goodness, I see you. I see the love in you. And both of you just fully have this openness with each other. And it's going to cultivate over a period of time. I feel like, again, because there's a little bit more of this patience in the relationship, your ability to open up with each other is going to take time, but I feel like that's so beautiful because it's going to be this blossoming, and the relationship is just going to blossom into a deeper depth every day that you're with this person. You're going to fall in love with each other more every single day. Honestly, I just see such a beautiful relationship. Our next card that we have the wedding card coming up for you, and of course we're obviously talking about who you're going to marry. So here's your confirmation that this is absolutely somebody that you are going to marry. And I do feel like this is a lifelong marriage. This is not a marriage that you're going to be like, oh, is this person going to leave me one day? Like, look at this trust where both of them feel like they can lean back and they know that this person has their back. They're not going to let them fall away. They fully trust and they feel the strength of each other and the relationship. Like, this is a relationship that I feel like when you enter it, you're like, yeah, this is for life. So it's just a very solid, secure type of relationship. We also have the card of very soon. This makes me almost feel like maybe you already know this person, or if you're single right now and you do not know this person, you're going to meet them quite soon in your life. Or you're watching this and you're like, oh yeah, that's confirmation of what I already have. So either way, this is a very, very positive thing. We also have the card of love yourself first. Okay, the message that I'm getting from here is, I feel like you and possibly also your partner have been hurt in the past in different relationships where maybe you didn't honor yourself enough. And perhaps you didn't know how to set proper boundaries. Perhaps you might have had different relationship dynamics where it just taught you a lot. And that was meant to happen so that you would love yourself fully, so that when you show up for the right person, you're already fully in love with yourself. And then you and your partner are just going to fully love each other and then amplify that love together. You know, that's the healthiest way to do it, rather than feeling this lack of self-love and then trying to seek it out and seek validation in somebody else. Like, that's never that great. So I feel like for you, those previous relationships that you've had have really taught you how to put yourself first, how to love yourself first. And because of that, now it's like you have all the wisdom, everything that you need. You've grown so much in order to sustain such a healthy, beautiful relationship. We also have past life relationship. Ooh la la. Okay, one thing I'm going to say with this is you've definitely been with this person, the person that you're going to marry. You've been with them in a previous life before. And when you meet each other, it's almost like you're going to feel that. You're going to feel like, maybe I've known this person for longer. And you're both going to feel very safe with each other, even though I feel like both of you take a little bit more time to fully open up to a new person. At the same time, like that you're a bit more mysterious, a bit more cautious, a bit more patient. It's like you're still going to feel this solidity between you two. And it comes from the fact that you've been together in a previous life before. We also have the solar eclipse card coming up. So first off, this can indicate that you possibly meet this person around a solar eclipse, or significant things happen for you two around the solar eclipses. So that could be like your marriage happens around a solar eclipse, or they ask you to move in with them around a solar eclipse, or something like this. But also, solar eclipse also just indicates that there is massive shifts happening. This is going to be a relationship that is so different than anything else you've ever had, to the point where it sort of eclipses your entire past. Because if you've been hurt in the past before, to the point where maybe you have different fears moving forward, or maybe you still think about your past a lot and how it's made you into you today. This solar eclipse to me is making me feel as if this new relationship, the person that you're going to marry, when you're with them, it feels like you have no past. When you're with them, your life and who you are feels so different and feels so much more in alignment, to the point where when you think about your past, you're like, whoa, that was like part of my life. That doesn't even feel like it was part of my life anymore, because this person just makes you feel so different than you've ever felt, to the point that it feels like you don't even have a past. Does that make sense? So yeah. Then we also have the moon card coming up. So the moon is when you're so connected intuitively to somebody that you can almost feel what they're thinking, and they can finish your sentences and vice versa. You're so intuitively connected, and you can tell when this person is like having a bad day, because you can just feel it from them. It's like you feel this person so deeply, and I think both of you are just going to make such a great marriage together because of this. And if this is sounding all like, oh my God, this is like too good to be true, you, my love, with all that's coming up, you definitely have one of those like marriages, relationships that other people dream about having, the type of relationship that movies are made from, you know? So yes, we also have Pluto. This is the planet of deep transformation. It's also a reflection of very deep conversations. And with this card coming up, anything that's been bad for you in your past is going to be completely transformed in this relationship. If you've experienced toxic relationships in the past, this person is going to help you fully overcome that, fully transform from that. And if you feel like you're still in a cocoon when you meet this person, like maybe you're a bit closed off or something, Pluto is the planet that symbolizes the cocoon then blossoming into the butterfly. So this is a relationship that's going to help you spread your wings. It's going to help you make all the transformations that you've always wanted to. It's going to help you open up in all new ways. I feel like this person's also very supportive and sees your potential, even the potentials that you don't see, that makes you feel like you want to hide. Potentials where you're like, oh my God, you know, maybe for example, you're really good at art, but you don't think that you are. And you're like, no, I can never do something with that. This is the type of person that's going to bring you out of your shell and be like, oh my gosh, no, you're so passionate about this. You are so good. This person sees so much more of your potential and helps you amplify that and bring that potential out. And I feel like vice versa as well. You're able to see your partner's talents and help bring that out. It's like you both trust each other so well that when somebody else tells you, when your partner tells you their opinion of you, you fully know that they're being honest. You know that they're going to give you that honesty. And then when they're telling you like, hey, you're undermining your potential, you're going to be like, you know what? I trust you. I fully trust you. So what do you think I should do? And maybe this person's just going to really help you transform, to have a rebirth, to let go of your past, to shed your walls, your blocks, anything like that. This person's going to really help you blossom and come out of your shell. And I feel like you're going to feel more confident than ever. If you had relationships in the past that took away and destroyed your confidence, this relationship is the entire opposite of that. This one is going to build your confidence like no other. So we have that. We also have the sun coming up. You two will be like the spotlight for each other and help each other fully blossom. I think there's a lot of abundance in this relationship. When I'm looking at this sun card, I truly feel like there is an abundant, beautiful life that you're going to be so excited to live. And I'm seeing like being able to travel together, being able to be creative, have fun. There's a lot of laughter. The sun card is like laughter, passion, joy, being outside, like getting out of your shell, radiance, right? This person makes you feel radiant. We also have, oh my goodness. We have the 6th house and it says I do, which kind of reminds me of marriage. It's this full confidence and surety that when you say I do to this person, oh my God, I could cry with what I'm about to say. When you say I do to this person, it is truly going to be this most honest, most excited inner knowing, like, yes, I do take this person, their hand in marriage, like I absolutely do for the rest of my life. I know it, I feel it, I'm so confident in it. Like it's just so beautiful. I'm literally like tearing up as I'm saying that. Even though the 6th house actually doesn't necessarily deal with marriage, Spirit is totally giving me this message here with this I do. Like I just see both of you at the altar taking each other's hands and just this inner knowing, this surety, like this is the best decision I'm ever going to make in my life. I do. Like that's what Spirit is saying here. But also with the 6th house, on another note, some more information about what the 6th house means is that both of you are very responsible. I'm seeing a lot of responsibility in this relationship, taking responsibility for one's actions. Your partner knows exactly how to have humility, especially when it comes to maybe at times when they're wrong about certain things. Like they will know how to admit when they're wrong, and they will also work on themselves. They are here not to be perfect, and they understand that not everyone's perfect, and they will put in the work for a long-lasting marriage. This is one of those people that it's like, yeah, they will put in the work, they will do the things. I'm also getting this feeling like there's a work connection between you both, since we have the 6th house coming up. This could indicate that you work in similar fields, or you're both interested in what each other does for work, like it's something that actually interests you both. And this could also indicate that communication is so beautiful between you two, and you're here to communicate, and both of you are incredible listeners for each other, which I think is part of your really beautiful connection, is this ability to really have deep conversations and feeling like you can talk to each other about anything. There's also a lot of support between you two with that card as well, and just a lot of like healing from any past situations. So let's go ahead and get out another tarot deck and get some more information for you on this reading. So my beautiful, beautiful group number ones, I cannot believe what we have here so far. It's like amazing. Okay. So 8 of Swords. I feel like this is again talking about the fact that when you meet each other, there's going to be a little bit of like closeness, or it takes a little bit of time to really open up. But this person is also going to really help unravel you to see like relationships can be truly beautiful. And this is also making me feel like there's a little bit of a privacy around this relationship. Like maybe both of you are a little bit more private. And maybe before in your relationships, you used to talk about anything and everything to anyone about what you were going through, what you're experiencing. But with this relationship, I'm getting a little bit more of a private feeling. Like both of you are so in love and the relationship is so good, but it doesn't feel like you need to flaunt it. It doesn't feel like you need to hold your partner hostage and be like, you better make a post of us, or you better like tell people that we're doing good. Like it's not something, you don't feel like you need to show this off. It's just so special. You fully trust in it so much that it's like, yeah, like this can be private, and I'm totally fine with that. Like I don't need to flaunt this relationship in order to be validated and all of that. The Tower, okay, I'm getting information about how you two are gonna meet, okay? And it's gonna happen at a time where you've ended a negative phase in your life, and maybe something really big happens, such as the ending of a previous relationship that maybe you thought that that was gonna be the one, but that ended up not being that way. Or this could be when you felt so stuck and then you're finally like, you know what, I'm breaking down my walls. I'm gonna decide to open up again. I'm gonna decide to put myself back out there. Like this is a really big time in your life of going from kind of hiding almost to breaking open. But breaking open in the best way, where you're setting yourself free of maybe feeling stuck. So perhaps you're gonna meet this person around a really big event in your life, such as that, a really big decision, or maybe deciding to end a career or end a job, or to start a completely new, wild, different chapter in your life. That's gonna be when you meet this person. And I'm also getting this feeling like they really help break down your old walls that you used to have. It's like you finally feel so safe with somebody that you don't feel like you have to protect yourself anymore, because you feel protected by this person. Okay, let's see what else we get for you. I'm also getting the feeling like in their life, they maybe just did something big. Like maybe they made a big move. They moved somewhere, and you know, they, because that could be like the Tower. They left something that's familiar. So that could be a relationship where they used to be living, an old job or something like this. But they made a big move in their life, and that's going to be kind of at the time where you both meet, is at the ending of a cycle. Okay, let's see what else we get for you. We also have Queen of Wands. There's going to be a lot of passion and a lot of attraction between you both. So much passion and attraction. Also, this person, okay, this is how they see you. They see you as a very strong, powerful, beautiful, inspiring individual. And I also feel like this relationship, there's going to be like fun and spontaneity. There's a lot of fun and excitement. I also just realized we have the two luminaries. We have the sun and the moon in your reading. That's actually really significant. So the sun and the moon, the two luminaries, you have like a perfect balanced relationship where things can be quiet, they can be intuitive, but you can also be fun and eccentric and out there. Even though I'm getting the feeling that both of you are a little bit more introverted, but even introverts love getting out and having fun once in a while, you know what I mean? So I'm getting this feeling like both of you know how to be spontaneous when you want to be spontaneous. You also know how to be withdrawn and just be more of like a hermit together. And yeah, this person is very much excited by you and sees you as like, oh, they just like cannot believe that they got somebody like you. They're like, oh my God, that's what was meant for me. I've been waiting for that this whole time. Like, oh my God, I would have waited a million years for you. Like that's the type of energy that they have when they see you. And this person really, yeah, they want to marry you. And I don't think it's going to have to be something that's forced. You know, there's certain relationships where it's like you're waiting so long for somebody to ask you to marry them. And, you know, you have to constantly tell them like, hey, is that ever going to happen? Like, that's not this. This is the type of relationship where this person wants to marry you. They're thinking about it the day that they meet you probably. But again, they're kind of quiet about it. They're reserved. They don't necessarily say that. But when they meet you, they're already thinking like, this could really be the one, but like, let me take it a little bit slow. And I feel like you're probably going to get married to this person. I'm feeling like within the first 4-ish years of meeting each other, max 5, max. but I feel like it's sometime before your 4th anniversary of meeting this person. I feel like you're gonna get married. We also have the Fool card coming up. So there's a lot of freedom in this relationship. Freedom that you, oh, wow, yes. Freedom that you have never really experienced in a previous relationship before. Perhaps in previous relationships, you always felt stuck and you always felt like the relationships were restrictive and they controlled you a lot. This relationship is the entire opposite, where this person wants to see you flourish. They want to see you step into your power, to step into your light, to be confident, to be happy, right? This person is like, you know, there's so much trust between you two that if one of you has to go on like a business trip or whatever, it's like, oh my God, have fun. That's so exciting. I can't wait to hear all the stories when you come back home. This is amazing. Go have fun. You know, whereas maybe in previous relationships, maybe there was a lot of insecurity there. Maybe there's a lot of control and possessiveness, right? Whereas this relationship is not like that at all. We also have the Knight of Cups. They know how to be romantic with you. And there is a lot of romance between you both. They want to go above and beyond just to see you smile, to make sure that you're emotionally happy. This person, like, they just want to see you happy, and they want to give you things and do things for you to see you smile. I feel like this person will comment on your smile a lot. They love to see you smile. They love it. And yeah, wow, it's interesting. We have the 2 luminaries and then the solar eclipse, which happens when the moon moves in front of the sun, and then we have a solar eclipse. So that's really interesting that we have that. You two are definitely a bit more private about your relationship, but in a positive way. That's a very positive thing, is what I'm seeing. It's not like you're private because you're like trying to hide things by any means, but you're private because you're like, this is just so special for us, and I don't need to show it off for validation. So hopefully that's making sense. Let's go ahead and see any last cards that we get here for you. My group ones, all about who you're gonna marry. I also wanna get a little bit of what they're gonna look like, which I feel like we'll be able to get from these cards actually. So we have Release. They just wanna see you be free. That's going to be their most important thing for you, is they want to see you be free. You might enter the relationship feeling like, oh no, if I'm in a relationship, like there's so many things that I can't do. And although, you know, I feel like this relationship is, you know, very monogamous, there's a lot of trust, but at the same time, they still want to see you be happy. They don't want to like hold you back from your dreams, from your desires. This person wants to be by your side to support you through your dreams and desires, whereas other relationships might have been a bit more controlling in that aspect. Let's see. What else do we have? My group ones. We also have Paradox. I feel like this person has a really great sense of humor. When I'm seeing this card, I feel like they make you laugh a lot, and they help you see like the other sides of things, and they really help you become a much better person. And you're almost going to look at your life and be like, I'm so glad all the things that happened, because it led me to this point. It led me to this person. And I feel like that's going to be one of the best situations for you both. I feel like it's going to be so amazing, so freeing. And yeah, so with what this person looks like, they have very romantic eyes. I feel like you could stare in this person's eyes and just get lost in them. And I'm getting a little bit of a fieriness in their appearance as well. So they might have like slightly red hair, or maybe fieriness could be like slightly tan skin. It's like they get out and they get sun and things like that. I'm getting definitely like their eyes are gonna really call you in. They have like unique eyes that are so beautiful to you. Also with this person's appearance, I am feeling like they wear activewear a lot. Like you'll see them a lot in like gym clothes, you know, just, or like lounge clothes. I feel like that's like their most often attire. Not that they can't get dressed up. I do feel like they can get dressed up and they look very beautiful when they get dressed up, but I'm getting a feeling like they wear loungewear a lot. And as well, they love adventure. Yes, they're an introvert, but they love adventure. And they like to travel, I'm feeling like, or at least have like fun, spontaneous adventures, and they cannot wait to go on adventures with you. That's one of their favorite things and activities to do with you, is what I'm feeling. And you will feel very adored and romanticized by this person. Like, they're here to take you out on beautiful dates. They're there to make you feel very special. I feel like they're gonna shower you with gifts on your birthday, on Christmas, things like that. They will definitely shower you with love, with gifts, and they come with very good intentions. This person has such good intentions. And yeah, I just feel like how you open up with this person and how you're gonna get to know them is just this beautiful unraveling, uncaging, and feeling safe enough to really open in deep ways with this person. So, woo! The bubbles are making me feel like there's a lot of like exciting things to like pop open, or little laughs together. Like, the bubbles make me feel like laughter and excitement and a lot of fun. So I think that you're gonna have a beautiful marriage. My group ones, this is so beautiful. I cannot wait for you. It looks like you're finding like your true soulmate. And what I would call this is like a true twin flame relationship. A lot of people on the spiritual realm, you'll hear them talking about twin flames, and they're like, they don't sound like a good relationship, but this to me is a true twin flame. People that get along so well, they're similar, but they understand each other because of that, and they're like true soulmate type of people. That is what I'm feeling for you. My group ones, thank you so much for joining me here today for this reading. I am sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number twos, if you chose this pile, this is gonna be your reading, so let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my group twos, we have patience, altruism, and passion. So this person that you are going to marry has such a good heart and such good values. They were raised correctly, to say the least, and they have great values. I feel like they are a bit more into politics is something that I'm feeling, or they're really into helping others, like helping the needy, helping the poor, helping people in unfavorable circumstances. It's like this person has such a good heart, but also when it comes to you and your relationship with them, they will do things from the kindness of their heart without any expectation of anything else in return. Like, that is the definition of an altruistic person. They are patient, they are steady, they are slow. I feel like this person is very patient when it comes to like, if you don't want to do something, or if you are having a bad day, or if you need something, or if you are not on the same page, or if you're having a disagreement or anything like this, they are patient. They don't need anything from you right away. They are very understanding, and they don't like blow up right away, is something that I'm feeling. They are patient when it comes to their emotions, their feelings, the things that they think. But I'm also getting this feeling like they are into helping bigger causes, and they might be really into like doing something that's good for the world, doing something that's very positive for the rest of the world. And they are also a very passionate person. I'm getting the feeling like this person might be an entrepreneur, or might have really big dreams and desires that they want to fulfill in their life or within their career. And they might get a lot of praise from people saying like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like you did that, or that's so amazing of you, that what a nice, crazy, good person you are. And they're just very humble. You know, they don't need to be in the spotlight, but I do feel like at times they end up in the spotlight because of their big heart and because of the actions that they do. They're just a very honorable, amazing person. I feel like their family will speak very highly of them as well. So when you meet their family is going to speak very highly of this person. Both of you together are going to have a very passionate relationship, to say the least. The fact that we have this one coming up, you two are going to be very attracted to each other. And I also think you're very attracted to this person's like good heart. They have such a good heart. They do things from the humbleness, the kindness of who they are. And I feel like for you, you're very attracted to that. You're going to be very attracted to this person and the big heart that they have. And they also have a very big heart when it comes to you, but this person also, like, the things that they're interested in are like bigger than them, right? So when it comes to helping the needy, helping the poor, helping other situations, and you know, having a type of philosophy, it's like their dreams and desires are bigger than themselves, if that makes sense. Hopefully that's making sense there. I also feel like they're going to be quite successful in their life, and they strive for success. They're a big dreamer, and they have really big goals, but they're also very humble about those goals. So let's see what else we get. We have retreat. Retreat is making me feel like this person is a little bit more introverted. Our first two piles, we have a bit more introverted, patient type of people coming up in these first two piles. But the retreat, they are a bit more withdrawn, a bit more introverted. This person can be a bit mysterious at times, but in a more positive way. Not mysterious in the fact that you might distrust them, but mysterious in the fact that they just have so much of their own life going on that they're just a very interesting person. You probably have a lot of questions to ask them, like, oh my gosh, what did you do today? Or what did you do in your life thus far? Like, tell me your life story. They're a very interesting person. I also feel like they're probably well-traveled. And then we also have the card, this could be the one. You're gonna feel right away in this relationship like this person is the one for you. That's going to be a feeling that comes to you very soon. And I feel like it comes for both of you. This person, when they look at you, they're also feeling the same things, like, this could really be the one. And I also see that this person wants to spend a lot of alone time with you. And they're not ones to like bring you out to a lot of parties, even though they might do that once in a while for like someone's birthday or this or that, but they really enjoy their alone time with you. I feel like that's their most precious time with you, is like when you two are just eating dinner just together, or when you two go on a vacation just together. They really appreciate their alone time with you, and they're a very reliable, very trustworthy person. And again, when I'm looking at this card, I'm just feeling such an intense feeling like they have really good intentions. They are also like, I'm getting this feeling like people really prize this person. Like their friends speak very highly of them. Their family members speak really highly of them. They might be in the spotlight sometimes for what they do. Like perhaps they are a leader of some kind in some sort of organization. I'm also getting this feeling like this person is very fit and active. I'm getting a very active, fiery energy from this person. They keep themselves fit, they keep themselves healthy. They also, wow, I'm getting this feeling like this person has really good boundaries when it comes to the food that they eat, their exercise routine. Keeping themselves healthy is really important to them. We also have the soulmate card coming through. Ooh, you're gonna feel so much like this person is your person. The way you two connect, the passion that's between you both is very deep. Like I really feel that you and this person are meant to be together this lifetime, and they are your soulmate. So we also have healing family issues. Both of you together, I think, are gonna do a lot of learning. Maybe you've both been raised in certain ways where you can see like, okay, I don't want to bring that into my family moving forward. And you won't be. I think that, ooh, I have such a message for you. If you've come from a family that maybe had different dynamics that you really don't want to carry forward in your relationship, and maybe you're thinking like, oh my gosh, no, like I don't want that same, and you're really trying hard to like learn and grow differently than how your family was, you and this person are gonna have a very different relationship. It's gonna be so different than how you were raised. And both of you, like if you're interested in becoming parents together and creating a family together, it's gonna be a very different dynamic than how you were raised, and possibly also different than how this person was raised as well. But they will really help you kind of heal. You and this person really heal together. And you're going to be creating a family unit together, whether you have kids or not. You're going to be creating this sort of family unit that's just so unique and so different and so full of like selfless acts, so full of patience and understanding, but also this internal fire, this eternal flame that's like, oh, I'm just so passionate about this person. I'm so excited for life with them. I'm so excited to be with them, okay? Also in this card, I'm going to keep this reading PG, but also in this card, like your passion for each other is going to be very healthy, let's say. So I almost am feeling like you two will have children together. Oh, I'm really feeling that actually. And I feel like if you don't have kids yet while you're listening to this reading, they're already like in spirit form already around you too. They're like, oh my God, yes, these are my parents. And they're already there in spirit. Like that might be wild to say, or maybe you're watching this reading and you're already married to this person. You already have kids together. These kids were around you two for a long time waiting for you two to meet because they were like, yeah, these are my parents. These are gonna be them. So I'm definitely feeling that for you, and I'm definitely feeling like you two will at least have one child, but I'm feeling like it's gonna be between 1 and 3 kids. For those of you watching this, I feel like you're gonna have between 1 and 3 kids is what I'm feeling. We also have the sextile. Sextile is a very positive position. It indicates that you two get along extremely well. And even just what this says, integration, cooperation, tools, skills, ingenuity, harmony, empathy. You two understand each other, you get along, and it's like you two can almost read each other's minds at times because you two just understand each other so well. I do feel like you're different in your own sense, but at the same time, your differences, like you fit together really, really well, even through the differences that you have. It's like the differences are actually very complementary to each other. So even though like what I'm feeling is like you both have differences, but they're also, the differences are so similar that they like complement each other. So hopefully that's making sense. And then we also have Pallas Athene, inner wisdom. Both of you are gonna like deep talks, and both of you are really like intelligent and smart. And you both come to this relationship having learned a lot from your pasts and knowing exactly how you're wanting to build a future. We also have I Surrender, the 12th house, the house of intuition, the house that's connected to the zodiac sign of Pisces, which is also Neptune, indicating that both of you are very creative together. You might be really interested in doing creative things like cooking together or doing art together or doing something creative. You both like to be creative. This can also indicate the media. So with this one, the 12th house coming up, maybe both of you, maybe you like posting on like Instagram together or like being in the media somehow. This person that you end up being with might be in the media a little bit with this 12th house coming up, even though the 12th house is a little bit more private at the same time, but it can also indicate like being in the media, being well known for something. So perhaps this person, because of their selfless acts, because of their altruistic personality, maybe they're going to be doing certain things that gets them media recognition, or maybe they like to show what they do, and maybe they have like a, I don't know, some sort of like following for that or something. I don't know. That's coming through there. Or maybe they desire to do something like that. We also have the waxing gibbous moon. So there's a lot of growth still to happen, even when you meet this person. Both of you are going to support each other in a lot of growth when it comes to your careers or this person's career. And also with growing together, like really creating something together rather than just you coming into this person's life and then amplifying their life. It's like, no, it's like both of you come together and you're like, oh, how can we grow and mold this so that we're both being amplified, we're both being seen. We also have Leo here as well. Leo can indicate some spotlight energy too, and that fiery energy. I'm really getting this feeling like this person has some fire placements in their astrology. So perhaps they are a fire zodiac sign, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or they're a fire rising, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But I get this fieriness from them. Okay, and then let's go ahead and see what else we get for you. Let's take out our tarot cards. I'm feeling like taking out this deck right now. Let's see, my group twos. What else do we have for you? all about who you're going to marry. Who are you going to marry? My group twos. Let's see. Ooh, this one's wanting to come out. The Three of Cups. They are very fun to be around. Their friend group as well. They have friends that really love them, that are very close to them. But also, it seems like when you're with this person, it's like this person's going to become your best friend. You might have a lot of best friends, but this person in particular is going to become your new best friend. But it's not like you leave behind your friends. I'm not feeling that. But I am feeling like you're going to slowly just like, I don't know, spend way more time with this person, even though you might have had such a solid friend group prior. And then we also have 9 of Wands. And this is when we are very prepared for something new, but we might have been scarred in the past, but we're still ready to wear our heart on our sleeves. We're still ready to open up, but we show up with some like battle scars and we're like, hey, like I've been through hard things in my past. I've been through this. I feel like this person does have a past where they've been hurt before, and possibly you do as well. When you meet this person, it's like, yeah, I've been through some grit before. But both of you show up without baggage is something that the 9 of Wands talks about. It's not like you're showing up being like, oh my God, I need somebody to heal me. I need somebody to, even though, yes, all of us need healing. Life is a healing journey. But at the same time, it's like, you're not showing up with like these deep, deep, deep unworked on things. It's more like you're showing up and you're like, yes, I have scars. Yes, I still am healing some of those. But at the same time, you're showing up very solid, very strong, very ready. The 9 of Wands is this readiness type of energy. Like, I'm ready for a relationship. I've worked on myself and I'm not perfect, right? It's like this card of like, I'm not perfect, but I am perfect for a relationship. I am perfect as I am, right? Even though there are like imperfections, there are things to maybe work on, but it's this beautiful, like, I'm perfect as I am type of energy. And I feel like both of you are coming to the relationship with that energy. It's not like you're coming in with these huge wounds and you're like, somebody save me. No, you're like, I am ready for this and I'm excited. And then we also have the Magician coming up. The Magician is such a positive, beautiful card because it indicates having everything you need to make magic happen. And this person is really good at manifesting. Both of you are extremely good at manifesting, and I wouldn't be surprised if you were like writing down, both of you were writing down like exactly what you wanted in a partner, and both of you are like exactly getting what that is. And the Magician is the card of manifesting. This person is so good at putting their mind towards something and making it happen. I feel like they have a very strong willpower, very strong determination. They probably have a very strong looking physique as well, is what I'm feeling. But yes, also a very strong mind. And ooh, I feel like you're gonna find that very attractive, is how strong their mind is, because once they're determined about something, they're like unstoppable. They're an unstoppable force. And if they say that they're going to do something, this person keeps their freaking promise. You know, they are a very trustworthy type of person, very honorable type of person. They do the honorable thing. You don't need to worry about this person making the wrong decision, even though at times all of us, you know, can make wrong decisions, but they're just very honorable to where they'll fix their mistakes. If they make a mistake, this person's like, I'll clean it up, I will fix it, you know? And they're also just very, wow, like I'm getting this very honorable energy. Like they're a very, very solid partner to have, and you're gonna feel very solid with them. Oh, also, random side note here with this retreat card, I almost wonder if you're gonna elope with this person, because look at this privacy. The privacy happening here. Like, I wonder if you're gonna elope with this person. So yeah, or do something where it's like a private romance or private romantic kind of thing, romantic gestures between you both. We also have the 5 of Wands. This card can indicate that you're from a different culture or background from this person. So they might be either a different race than you or a different cultural belief system than you, but at the same time, I feel like both of you really respect each other's culture and belief system. So when both of you kind of show up together, it's like even though you have different backgrounds, you two really respect each other and you still get along regardless. And it's a very beautiful kind of relationship that you both have, because it's the molding and the melding of two different kind of backgrounds and things. We also have Three of Pentacles. So yes, you both fit together really well. And I also get the feeling like this person is very talented with their hands. Like they can either build or create things, and they might work in a career or have a certain business where they're doing something with their hands, such as like maybe they build things, they know how to build things, or maybe they're artistic in some way. They're very creative in that sense. And I feel like you're gonna be really excited to see the things that they create. And when they come home and they're like, oh, I just like built this, or I just did this today, or I just finished that project, you're gonna be waiting there like, oh my God, can you show me? I wanna see what you did. I wanna see what you created. And you're gonna be really excited to see what this person creates. And then we also have the Strength card. So this one also deals with patience. It's also connected to Leo energy. So we have a lot of Leo energy showing up in this reading. But they are patient, they are secure, they can get hot-headed at times if something really throws them off, but at the same time, I feel like they have such a big heart and they do have a patience and they know how to control themselves. Like, you know, those people, it's like you don't want to mess with them because they do have that assertiveness, and that assertiveness is strong, but they're also like a controlled assertiveness, if that makes sense. So they're not like off the rocker, off the chain type of assertive. They are just like, you don't mess with this person because they will hold their ground. They are a very respectable type of person that when they walk into the room, people are like, okay, don't mess with them because they're not to be messed with. You won't get away with that, right? Like if somebody said something mean to you, this is the type of person that is not afraid of a challenge. They are not afraid to speak their mind. They are not afraid to put somebody in their place when they're wrong. They are not afraid of that, but they do so in a respectful way is what I'm feeling. Like they're not like a loose cannon. They are controlled, but they are not to be messed with because they are assertive. They are not a pushover, okay? So that's the point of this. This person is absolutely not a pushover and they're not to be messed with. Okay, they are assertive, but in a sexy, controlled, divine masculine or divine feminine way, right? So let's dive into any last cards that we get for you. And then we're also going to get a little bit more about what this person looks like. Okay, so let's see. Wow, those came out fast. We have transmute. Okay, this person is able to let go of things easy. They don't hang on to stuff. They, like if you two have like an argument, or if you two have a disagreement, I don't feel like there's a lot of arguments because I feel like this person is very mature to the point where it's like arguments aren't like, they're not like scary blowing up type of arguments. They're more of just like if you two have a disagreement, it's like it's handled in a mature way, but they're also able to let go of stuff easily. So they don't hold grudges. They're also able to shift out of things easy. So if you two have a disagreement, they're really able to like forgive and let go and be like, you know what? Okay, we worked it out. Let's work it out. I love you. And then they're so easily able to return to their calm, normal selves, right? They don't hang on to stuff. They're not there to hang on to stuff. And they're very honest. They're here to speak truth. You can trust this person. And you feel when you're with them, you're like, I could ask them anything. And I know that they're going to give me the true, honest answer, right? They are not sugarcoaters. They'll not sugarcoat anything. But when they do express their opinion, they do so in a respectful, assertive way. And I feel like, oh, you're really going to honor this person's opinion. You are so going to honor it. Like, I feel like if you ever need help with something and you're really looking for honest feedback, you know that you can come to this person and they're going to tell you exactly what they think. And they do so in an empowering, inspiring, honest way that's respectful. And I just feel like you're so excited to ask them opinions on anything because You know that they have thought about it deeply. They're not just going to give you an airy-fairy answer and be like, oh yeah, you did great, okay, yeah. Or, oh yeah, I don't really like it. They're not going to give you just fluff, you know what I mean? They're going to take their time, they're going to be detailed about it, and they're really going to think deep. And I feel like you're so going to respect that about them. And it's going to be one of the things that I feel like really like makes you very excited about being with them, and yeah, all the good things. So that is what we have going on over here. To get more about what this person looks like, they have a very fit body, very fit body. We have strength, we have 9 of Wands, also the Magician coming up. So yeah, they are definitely fit. I think they take their health into great consideration. They take care of themselves. They want to put their best foot forward. They like to look nice and put together, but they also know how to be laid back and relaxed. And they have more of a, I keep getting this energy of like a warrior kind of look. And like they get a lot of sun as well, because the Leo is very connected to the sun, the strength, and all of this. Like I feel like they definitely have a bright but sunny, like they get outside a lot type of look to them. And then also more about looks. Let's see if we can get anything else about them through these cards. They might have a unique feature about them. When the 5 of Wands comes up, there could be some sort of unique feature that they have. Like perhaps like maybe if they play sports or something, they have like a scraped like knee or something that's like scarred, or maybe they have a different something on their body that makes them a little bit more unique. But this can also indicate like, again, a different culture. So there's uniqueness about them because they have a different background than you. So there's definitely a different look between you both, but you two complement each other and look so good together is what I am feeling. So that is what we have here. That's as much as I can get here about how this person appears and your relationship together and all of that. Also with how you're gonna meet this person, let's see if I can get any last information about how you're gonna meet. Let's see. Okay, we have Queen of Wands being reversed. I think you're gonna meet in an unconventional way. When Queen of Wands is reversed, this is more unconventional. And I feel like it's gonna be kind of random. And I know that doesn't sound like a whole lot of information. It doesn't sound too detailed there, but again, it is a general reading. So sometimes in general readings, spirit can sometimes be a little bit more vague because they're trying to encompass, you know, everyone who's going to watch the video. And there's some things that can be ultra detailed because they're so similar for anyone who watches this, but then there's other things that are a little bit more vague. And I feel like this is one of those vague things where the meaning is going to be a little bit different for each of you watching this, but it is going to be like slightly a bit more like just unconventional. So that's what I have to say about that. Again, thank you so much for joining me here for today's reading all about who you're going to marry. I'm so excited for you. This sounds like an amazing catch, an amazing person. I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. Okay, my group 3s, if you chose this pile, this is going to reveal everything about the person that you're going to marry, so let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my group 3s, we have respite, loyalty, and empathy as your first cards here. The immediate feelings that I'm getting from this is your person, you and your person. When you meet each other and your type of relationship dynamic, it almost feels like both of you, it's just like you really need each other. You two are your support system. And anytime that you're feeling bad or feeling down, it's like your person is there to catch you. And I feel like when you meet each other, perhaps you're both in a place in your life where it's like you're really wanting that support. You're really wanting somebody else there. And both of you are looking kind of for the same things in another partner. It's like we both really need somebody and want that support system with us. I also feel like you're really there for them through their struggles and through their hardships, and both of you just keep choosing each other regardless of what you're going through. It's just like, yes, I'm here for you. And I do feel like when you meet each other, perhaps one of you is going through something where it's like a difficult thing to kind of handle. Like maybe it's a job change, or maybe it's something that's like, it's like a bit more difficult, but you're really there for them. And I feel like that's what's gonna bond you so deeply. It's like this amount of loyalty that this person feels with you is like, wow, this person has been with me through all of my struggles. This person has been with me no matter what I've gone through, and they just keep choosing me. And that's like the best feeling in the world. So this person's like, you know what? That's the one. That is the one. This person has been with me through up, down, thick, thin, and they constantly still choose me. And I feel like that's going to be what makes this person truly fall in love with you, is the fact that you're just there for them through anything. It's like you're there to catch them. And I do feel like they have gone through some like different struggles that it's like, whoa, it's like, you know, you've been through some stuff, but it's like, you know, you've been there for them and they appreciate that so much. And I also feel like vice versa in this, like they're also really there for you through your hardships, through your struggles. And it's made your bond so beautiful together. And the empathy, both of you really understand each other because you're like, wait a second, like I know what you're going through. I know what you're experiencing. I've felt this before. I have similar experiences as well. And both of you are just able to connect so deeply on those things and connect deeply through, it's like, oh, it almost feels like nobody else can understand you because nobody else has been through quite the same things. But both of you, it's like, no, I understand you. Like I've been through that. I've been through at least something similar to where I can understand where you're coming from and what you're going through. And again, that's going to be like where you get the deepest bond. There's also going to be a lot of passion between you both. And I think it's because it's like you two are there to like catch each other. And because of that, it's like, wow, like I feel so seen. I feel so understood. And it almost feels like other people have not understood you, have not understood your struggles, have not understood who you are as a person. But this person does. They fully get it. And vice versa. They've felt the same thing before where it feels like nobody else has understood them. Nobody else has been able to quite understand their perspectives and, you know, what they go through on a daily basis. And again, it's just like, that's going to be the thing that I feel like connects you so deeply. We also have the card of release your ex. This can indicate that you've come from some negative things in the past, and perhaps you're coming with certain things in the relationship, and this person's just going to accept that. I'm almost feeling like perhaps, and I'm not saying this is the case for all of you watching this. Again, it's a general reading, so I like to point out all the different options. But for some of you, I'm feeling like a good 30% of you watching this, perhaps you or this person is going to come with kids from a previous marriage. Or both of you are going to come with like kids from a previous marriage. One or both of you. And again, that's for about 30% of you watching this. That's going to be relevant. And I feel like you're going to know whether that's you or not. I feel like it's just going to feel like it clicks. It's going to feel like it makes sense. Release your ex can also just indicate that you've been through really negative things before, but this person's been through the same. So then you both show up and then there's this trust, there's this loyalty, because it's like, I would never do that to you. I'm the complete opposite of that. And it's going to just relieve you because it's like, wow, we've been through the same things. I really feel like I can trust this person because they understand, they've been through this too. So it's going to connect you really deep in those ways. Release your ex is also making me feel like perhaps this person is going to help you move on from something really negative and help you heal from something negative in your past. And then we also have let your friends help you. And we also have romantic feelings. You might meet this person through mutual friends, just saying. Because of what we have here, you might meet them through mutual friends, or friends can also sometimes indicate that we're meeting them through like a party or a gathering, a get-together. Could also be through work, but that's not as connected to this, but it could also be through that. But some sort of like event or get-together, gathering, meeting, something like this is where I'm feeling like you're gonna meet. And both of you, I feel like immediately are gonna be like, I like this person. There's something going on where I like them. And I feel like the first night you meet each other, you're already going to share a kiss. There's already going to be chemistry and all of that. So yes, that's going to be exciting. We also have the Virgo energy coming up. So this can indicate their zodiac sign, but it can also indicate just more about them. They are a very solid person that wants to put in the work to make things happen. They also want to build a life that feels safe, that feels grounded. They are into saving their money and making sure that there's a solid, secure foundation there. We also have Taurus. Okay, so at the same time of saving money, this person is also a little bit into the luxurious side of things. So yes, this person does like to save their money, but I do also feel like they they like luxury. So they like having a nice car, or they want to dress themselves up and to look nice, to look really presentable. They kind of enjoy those things. The Taurus energy can also indicate that they really enjoy comforts, such as, you know, getting like takeout food, or watching TV and, you know, eating together, or creating like a romantic space and lighting candles, or doing things that's like, it feels very comfortable. And they probably also, I feel like, really enjoy their comfort foods once in a while. Once in a while, you know, having like a really comfort food kind of night. Like, let's order takeout and let's like watch TV and get cuddled in the blankets and like, you know, that kind of stuff. They really enjoy that. But Taurus does also like to be fancy too. So they do also have a very fancy side to them. And they also are a hard worker, okay? And I do feel like they have a good, solid job and a career. We also have Uranus, which can indicate technology, can also indicate friends, meeting people through mutual friends. It can sometimes indicate online stuff, such as meeting online, but I don't really get that feeling as much for this group. I'm getting more of a feeling of like meeting through friends, meeting through just like an unexpected thing where you're not even looking for somebody. That's really what I feel for this. I don't feel like you're going to join a dating app and find them, although maybe that's the case for like a small percentage of you. But I'm really feeling like 90% or more of you, you're just going to meet in a really unexpected way where you're not even looking for somebody, but then all of a sudden it's just like a friend introduces you, or at a party you all of a sudden meet somebody and you're like, whoa, who are you? So all of that there. We also have Chiron, and Chiron is the wounded healer. So both of you, I do feel like when you enter this relationship, you're not going to be really looking for somebody, and maybe you just got out of something. Maybe you just got out of something and you're kind of just like, I haven't even really fully healed from that. But this person is just like, well, I don't know. I love you. I'm feeling this. And it's just like, you also don't want to pass up this relationship because it's finally one where it's like, I've been looking for somebody like this. This is like literally perfect. But I think it's going to happen at a time where you're not even expecting it. You're not even looking for it. But it ends up being like right there, and it ends up being perfect. And wow, it's going to be perfect. And this person heals you in so many ways to the point where you're like, you know what? That was good timing, because I feel like, you know, this person's going to be so solid, so there for you, and fills all of those needs that you have. And because of that, it ends up just being perfect. It ends up being the perfect timing, even though maybe you wouldn't have chosen that timing yourself, but it's just going to end up being perfect. Right? And then also Virgo deals with healing as well. So it's like this very healing type of energy that both of you are going to have together. So let's go ahead and dive into more cards here. Let's go ahead and, I feel like diving into this tarot deck here. Let's see, my group threes, more information about who you're going to marry. Let's see, we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so both of you, I'm getting all of these interesting messages. So this again is a repeat of a little bit of that, like meeting when you're not even looking for it. And you're kind of just like, I'm still not even necessarily fully healed from the past yet. I still kind of have a little bit going on there, but it is perfect timing. And this person is going to heal you faster than ever. Not that we should ever seek somebody to heal us, but it's just like this just happens, and sometimes we can't control the timing of things, but it will actually be divine timing, okay? Also with the Nine of Swords, either you or this person might struggle a little bit with anxiety or worries, but both of you, it's like you know exactly how to calm this person down, and vice versa. They know exactly how to make you feel comfortable, how to calm you down, to bring you back out of your anxieties. And again, vice versa. It's like you two complement each other very well in that way. Like perhaps you're somebody who worries a lot. Maybe you have a lot of different worries, like, oh my God, what about this? What about that? This person is very solid, and I feel like because they've struggled with similar stuff, they know exactly what to say, what to do to help calm you down. And yeah, it's like you're both a very great support system for each other through that. Let's see, what else do we get for you more about this relationship? So we also have the Queen of Wands showing up. She is reversed here. You know exactly, again, this is like calming each other down, especially when you feel like worried about things. Being able to fully calm that other person. We also have the Tower coming up. Yeah, I'm getting this feeling like when you meet this person, there's a lot to still go on. I almost feel like when you meet this person, maybe they're still like going through a divorce. Maybe they're still dealing with like getting custody of kids, or maybe they're going through something where they have already broken up with their ex, but they're still going through a transition period. That's why we have the Tower showing up. Like this person is still going through some stuff, but it's like, yeah, it's still perfect. It's still perfect when you're meeting each other. Let's see, what else do we have for you? My group threes, my group threes. We also have the Lovers showing up for you. There's a lot of mutual understanding. You two are going to be able to see each other within each other, and there's a lot of passion between you both. There's a lot of romance between you both, to the point where I feel like if you do want to have kids, I feel like that's going to be something that ends up being quite easy for you to get and to have. And both of you are just a very good support system. Like you can really trust and rely on this person to stay with you and be with you, and it's going to be totally different from your past. We also have Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is very collaborative. They want you to be a part of the decision making. They want to make decisions with you. They want to build a life with you. They are not just looking for a partner where they're just like, oh, I just want a partner for my life. No, they're more like, I want a partner who has their own life and I want to build our life together. They're very much inclusive. They want to include you in the decision making. They want to include you in all the processes. Like this is a very solid person in that sense, where they just want to build something with you and it's going to be solid. Let's see what else we get for you. Let's go ahead and dive into our next deck of cards here. So my group threes, what else we have? We have the Alchemist. Your relationship is going to be like improving so much, and your ability to like trust this person, that's going to be building a lot. They have the ability to alchemize how you feel when you're feeling worrisome, when you're going through something hard. This person knows exactly how to show up for you. That keeps coming up again and again. I feel like that's going to be one of the main like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful aspects of your relationship, is this ability to like show up for each other when needed and be able to provide that support and that nurture. And we also have the Nature card. This can indicate that both of you really enjoy getting outdoors, doing stuff where you are in nature, or letting, like you're also really good at being able to trust the unfoldment of the relationship. That's also what I'm feeling, being able to trust the unfoldment of it. I do feel like both of you will be parents. I'm just feeling that from this card. It's like both of you will be parents and possibly have kids together, or have a pet at the very least is something that I'm feeling, having a pet. And I do feel like, ooh, one of you might come with a pet, or maybe both of you have pets when you meet each other, and there's going to be like, you two have pets, you two have like, yeah, it's like a whole family unit that you two have. So that is also what we have there. So in terms of what this person looks like, let's get some information about what your person is going to look like. Let's see. My group threes. Okay, we have 8 of Cups coming up for appearance. This person is a bit more like loose and carefree about their appearance. They don't need to put a lot of effort in to look good. 8 of Cups is kind of just like, they wake up in the morning and maybe they like brush their hair, brush their teeth, put on some clothes, that's it. Like they don't need to get fully done up. I feel like this person is a bit more minimal when it comes to what they wear and how they kind of take care of themselves, but they look good. Like you are attracted to this person, and they're more natural. It's like they embrace their natural look, and for you, you're like, yeah, like I like that. That's like, they wear that so well. And I also feel like you're gonna enjoy them the most right when they wake up in the morning. That's going to be where you're like the most attracted to them. And of course, like throughout the day, but you're also just going to find them incredibly cute when they wake up in the morning. And perhaps they're going to be like, no, I don't look cute yet. I just woke up. And you're going to be like, no, you look great. And then, yeah, it's just like you, both of you might be a little bit sort of insecure about your looks, but you don't even realize that your partner literally looks at you like, oh my God, you are amazing. You are like dream. Okay, and then more about looks. We also have the Emperor. So there's a strong sturdiness to this person's appearance. A strong sturdiness to their appearance. Oh yeah, and then strength. Yeah, there's a strong sturdiness to them. I feel like they also have a very, very piercing eyes. Piercing in the sense of like, they're very like, they know what they want. They have these eyes that just say, I know what I want. I am assertive. I am like, it's like it's a strong look in their eyes. They also have very beautiful hair. I feel like they have very full, beautiful looking hair. It might be curly as well. And yes, I feel like you're going to really, really enjoy their appearance. And they're naturally just very beautiful. And I feel like they have their natural hair a lot. So that's what we have over here. My beautiful group number 3s. That is all about the person that you're going to marry. Thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. I am sending you so much love for your beautiful marriage ahead, or maybe you're already in this relationship and this is just confirmation of your person. So again, thank you so much for joining me here, and I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, my group number 4s. If you chose this pile, this is going to be a reading, so let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my group 4s, we have Wisdom, Sacred, and Harmony as your first few cards here. So with this Wisdom card, this person is pretty well educated. The person you're going to marry, they either have a really high degree, such as being a doctor or an engineer, or at least they did like really good in school and they like to learn. This person probably likes to read, or they like to research things. They might be a bookworm. They might be reading a lot for their job even, or perhaps studying things. Maybe they have to do exams quite often, or maybe they have to do different things to keep excelling in their life. They also have very high standards for themselves. Like I feel like this person holds themselves to a very high standard. They might be a little bit hard on themselves at times when it comes to like making a mistake or not doing as well as they thought on like some sort of test or some sort of other thing. Like this person has a bit more high standards for themselves, for example, right? And even if they're not doing tests anymore in their life because they're past that stage, like this person at least they have pretty high standards, and they might even come from a family that held them to those high standards. And that's why they kind of naturally have that now. But Harmony though, you're gonna harmonize this person. When you get into a relationship with them, you are, I feel like, going to balance them out more and help them relax a little bit, because when you meet them, they might just hold themselves to such a high standard to the point where they're a bit of a perfectionist, right? But you come into their lives and they're like, oh, you know what? I can be a little bit more laid back. I can relax a little bit, or vice versa. Like this might even sound a little bit like you, and perhaps this is going to be happening for you. So if you relate to this and maybe you've gone to school for a lot or whatever, this could also be vice versa. Or sometimes we also marry people that are very similar to us. So perhaps you're just going to be very similar, but at the same time, when it comes to your marriage with this person, I do feel like you are helping each other relax. You're helping each other be a little bit more laid back, more easygoing, and to also be like less hard on yourselves. Both of you, I think because you come with such love to the relationship, you're like, you know what, just relax. You don't need to be so hard on yourself. And both of you are kind of offering that to each other, and it helps both of you able to like take more of a deep breath. And when you look at each other, I feel like both of you are like, look at that, look what I got this person, this is exciting. It's like you're almost holding it up to kind of like be like, look at this, I achieved this, I got this. I think you're gonna look at your partner with this sense of achievement, with this sense of fulfillment, and they're gonna look at you in that same way, being like, look what I got, like this is wow, right? And then we also have the card of you deserve love. This can indicate that perhaps you've had your eyes set on this person. You're like, wow, how do I get this person? Or they've been looking at you like that. This can indicate like a secret admirer type of energy. But it can also indicate at the same time that like maybe you've struggled in the past with feeling open to love, or perhaps you've struggled with feeling lovable or having that sense of self-worth, because again, you hold yourself to a very high standard. And when you don't meet those standards, perhaps you don't have a high sense of worthiness. Usually a lot of people who do hold themselves to like these impossible standards, they're trying to get to those standards because they feel like, oh, I'm going to feel worthy once I reach that. So usually it comes with this kind of like sense of unworthiness, but something that I'm really feeling for you is like, no, oh my goodness, like you deserve love whether you're perfect or not. Truly. You deserve love whether, like nobody's actually perfect. Nobody's perfect and we all deserve love. That's the thing. So you don't need to be perfect in order to have a relationship, but perhaps in the past, you've dated people who have had like this perfectionist sight on you, or perhaps you've been raised with that sense from your parents who held you up to those impossible standards and made you always feel like you weren't worthy enough for it. And perhaps you've struggled in the past in your relationships, or maybe you've been putting your career on such a high pedestal your whole life, trying to achieve something so great in order to finally feel lovable and worthy. And maybe that's made you focus a lot on career early on in your life. But then as you get older, you're like, wait a second, I haven't been focusing on love. Like I should have been focusing on my relationships and trying to build like a relationship. And maybe you're going to finally realize that a little bit later on. And then, finally manifest that. But you are going to marry somebody amazing who is going to easily see your worth and to show you how much you deserve love, regardless of any perfections and things like that. Like you are going to be able to find that person, they exist. And then look at this, we have worth waiting for. The person that you're going to marry, both of you are going to be like, wow, this was so worth my time to wait for this, to have that patience. There might have even been times in your past where you've struggled with that impatience, but the person that you're going to marry is going to be so worth waiting for. I feel like they're going to be really successful in their career. They take themselves very seriously, but they're also so ready to love and create a harmonious relationship. But they might be a little bit of a workaholic. They might like to learn a lot, study a lot, and they might be really busy with their, with their work and with their career and becoming successful. They might be very focused on those things, okay? So we also have stay optimistic about your love life. This person might be a little bit older and you might be a little bit older when you finally get married and meet them. Maybe you're already at that stage with this person, or maybe you just wanted to find love when you were young and, maybe there's a bit of impatience with that, but stay optimistic. Or perhaps you even had different beliefs of like, no, I'm just a career person. I'm never going to be lovable. I'm never going to have a relationship. I don't even want that. Maybe it just was so out of your focus that maybe there was a bit of pessimism around even having a love life for you or your partner or both of you. There was a bit of this pessimism around it. And, oh, my love, no, because guess what? Later on in your life, you're going to really want that. And you're going to find a person who you connect with so well, who you connect with so deeply, and it's going to be very worth waiting for. So it's great that you actually chose the path that you did, because the person that you're going to be with is going to be so worth waiting for, okay? So don't get negative about your love life. Don't feel hopeless about your love life if you're still at the stage of being single and waiting for that. Don't feel down about it, because things are going to really shift for you and you're going to start making your love life more of a priority as you get older, as you realize the benefit of having that. And what you're going to manifest in your love life is going to be very beautiful and worth waiting for, okay? We also have the card of separation. Ooh, my love. So either you or this person, but I'm kind of feeling like both of you a little bit, you're going to know which one is which, but it's almost like you avoided love in the early stages of your life. Perhaps you either avoided it or things were happening that caused your love life to just not happen. Maybe even if you tried dating someone, it just like wouldn't work out for whatever reason. And there was this like separation. Maybe you just always felt somehow separated, or like love was not working out for you. There's some sort of feeling around that. That is not your destiny. I am here to tell you that. So if you need somebody to tell you that right now, my love, that is not your destiny. Your destiny is to find that perfect person, but your career was a foundation that was meant to be built first. Your life prior was very important before you found your person. And you're gonna see why later on, and it's gonna be so worth waiting for. You deserve love. Stay optimistic about your love life, even regardless of those separations and different things like that, okay? We also have pay attention to the red flags. Okay. Maybe you've been really critical either of yourself or of the people that you date. And again, maybe there's been these different things that have happened in your past that made you either more pessimistic about love or made you doubt love. Perhaps it was also a way in which you were raised that made you either fear love or doubt love or have different negative outlooks or opinions because of your past or because of your upbringing. Okay? That is, again, not your destiny. I think you're going to find, well, I know based on what's coming up here, you are going to find somebody who so perfectly harmonizes with you. Again, it's going to be so worth waiting for. It's going to be so worth waiting for. If you are still single right now, waiting for this, you are absolutely going to find your person. And they're going to be on a similar path as you, is what I'm feeling, is they hold themselves also to pretty high standards, and they've had different situations where they've been unlucky in love. And I feel like you're just going to be able to like relate on certain things. Perhaps you've also had, maybe you both have had certain upbringings that made you like just not put love on a high pedestal early on in your life. But then again, that's all going to shift for you. Okay. We also have the 9th house of I know. Do not doubt your ability to manifest an amazing, beautiful love story, because I know it is going to happen for you. It is going to happen spontaneously. There's going to be beautiful expansion there, and it's going to be different from how you were raised. It's going to be different from your previous experiences. It's going to be something that is freeing. It is trusting. It is open. It is expansive. It is abundant. I'm also feeling like whenever the 9th house shows up, it can sometimes indicate that you have a different culture or race or background than the person that you're going to end up being with. They might have even lived in another country or might have been born in another country. So 9th house is definitely that like foreign places, foreign cultures, foreign travels. You might even have a long distance relationship with this person, maybe, or there's just like something else that's just different, right? And you get to expand yourself with this person because they come with their own different background, their own different beliefs, their own different set of values, and it gets to help you expand. And I think that's going to be exactly what you need in order to become faithful in love, because it's going to be different than what you've usually normally experienced. We also have the card of Aries, so that can indicate this person's zodiac sign for some of you. A lot of fire energy since we have the Sagittarius 9th house energy and then also our Aries energy. This person might be a fire sign, but Aries can also indicate that they're spontaneous. They like to have fun. They like excitement. Your relationship with this person, I feel like, is also going to happen very quickly. Once it does happen, once you two meet each other, it's going to happen very fast. Because it's almost like both of you have been waiting for this for so long that when it finally does happen, it's like, oh my God, finally. And then it's just, things move very quickly from there on out. And then we also have the new moon card. It's going to be so different from anything in your past. That's what you need to know. The person that you're going to marry, it's going to be so different from your past, your upbringing, the people that you've dated before. There's a whole new chapter opening up. And this person's going to open your eyes to very new things as well. New hobbies, new interests. I feel like you two are going to travel quite a bit together. Travel is going to be a big thing for both of you. And spontaneous stuff. Being spontaneous, traveling, reaching success is going to be something that's important to you. And also the 9th house is about higher education, which is exactly what we were talking about with our wisdom card. This person wants to know a lot. They might be going to school or taking courses for quite a long time in their life because I feel like this person's just an avid learner. They like to learn. They like to know stuff. And maybe both of you are into that. So maybe both of you, maybe this person's going to get you into that too, get you into reading or something. Maybe you're already into that, but you both will have your own interests that complement each other. We also have the card of Mercury. I'm seeing like small little road trips as well as long distance worldly travel with this person. Also great communication with the Mercury card coming up. And why am I also feeling like medicine or healing? For some reason, this looks like the caduceus right here in the Mercury card. So perhaps one of you does have like an education in like medicine or something. But it could also indicate that there's a very healing energy between you both. The communication is very healing. And it's exactly what both of you have really needed, is like this beautiful open communication. I feel like there's a lot of intelligent communication between you both, because I feel like both of you are very like smart and wise. There's also this energy that I'm getting of like a humorous, fun, lighthearted, kind of almost like banter. I'm getting this banter. Mercury with Aries in the 9th house. I'm getting this banter energy. Both of you like to banter. You like to have fun. You don't take yourselves too seriously. And that's exactly what you two have needed, because I think early on in your life, you've taken your life very seriously. You've taken your career very seriously. But when you meet this person, it's kind of like the silly, goofy side of you is able to really flourish and feel safe and feel at home. And you two can just like joke and have fun and not take things too seriously. It's just this very fun, lighthearted type of energy. We also have Gemini and Virgo energy coming out here, Aries, Sagittarius energy coming through. So those could be distinct zodiac signs between you and this person. And let's see what else we get. Let's see, my group fours. What else do we have for you? Oh, why am I taking out these cards already? I meant to take out a tarot deck next. But we also have Sage, so you're going to feel really safe and at home with this person. And you almost feel like you can open up, or not almost, you do feel like you can fully open up about anything, and this person's going to accept you for exactly who you are. You could tell them your deepest, darkest things, and this person's going to look at you and be like, you know what? It's safe. You're safe. You can absolutely tell me all these things. And that's going to feel like really amazing between you and this person. Let's see. We also have the Pillar. So it's very solid, very trustworthy. I feel like you two are going to build a house together. Why am I getting this feeling of building a house? We also have Sacred Sexuality. Both of you really honor each other's space and each other's bodies. There's a very nice honoring energy between you both here. And enough to where both of you just feel very safe together. You feel very safe in each other's arms. And you honor each other's wants and needs. And it doesn't bother you at all if somebody wants or needs something that you know, that they need, I guess. But yeah, there's this beautiful honoring energy here. Let's go ahead and dive into our tarot cards to get some more information here. So my group fours, let's see what else we get for you. We have the Star card coming up. Wow, okay. And also the 10 of Cups. You two are most likely going to start a family together, so I don't know if you're somebody who wants kids or not, but I am seeing a whole family. And I'm also seeing that your families are going to really like each other. There's a big celebration, and I'm almost feeling like a big wedding as well. Like maybe you two are going to want a really big wedding together, or do something where there's at least a big celebration. It feels big for you two. It's like a big celebration. The Star, there's so much honor, but it's also there's so much honor between you both. But again, this is repeating that same message of feeling almost really alone when you meet them. And it's just like this beautiful star that's shining in the light that's like, wow, I manifested that. I created that at a time where I felt like maybe nothing was ever going to happen. So there's that kind of energy coming out again. And there's also, okay, I'm feeling a lot of success in this marriage. Like you both are successful, or at least your partner is bringing in a lot of money. Like maybe you are gonna work, maybe you're not gonna work. I'm kind of getting this feeling like it's gonna be your choice whether you want to work or not, because I feel like your partner's gonna be so successful that you are gonna be able to choose, like, do I wanna work or do I not wanna work? There's that kind of energy coming through right here. So maybe one of you will get to kind of retire and relax because the other one is just like taking care of it all. That's kind of what I'm feeling from that 10 of Cups card there. So let's go ahead and see what else we have for you. We have the Ace of Swords. Definitely, like, I mean, we're talking about the person that you're going to marry, but Ace of Swords is usually signing contracts. And it can be like signing a marriage contract. And then we also have the Dawn of Rings, sorry. Oh my God, Kings. So this is the Pentacles, and it is the Page of Pentacles. They are very committed. Your partner, the person that you're going to marry, very committed. They also know how to move slow when they need to in order to be patient. But sometimes when it's the Page, they can sometimes have a little bit of impatience. And I do feel like this person has a little bit of that fiery energy that once in a while can be impatient. Like they have that childish sense inside. Not that they're immature, but you know, when we can still let our like childish aspects out and we can be like, oh, but please, I want it now. Like they can have a little bit of that playfulness. Like I'm seeing that playful, youthful energy that can come out of them. But at the same time, they're also like, they have this very mature side, but I feel like their playful, like childish side only comes out around you, and they would be royally embarrassed if anyone else ever knew about that side of them. But they have that like funness that can really come out. So I feel like that's going to be like very, very fun and very beautiful for you two to kind of like experience that and have that together. I feel like both of you are going to have that like playfulness that comes out, even though both of you are like so extremely successful, and I'm getting all of this like high wisdom, high standards. But I think that's going to be so fun for you to both like let loose and like have that like other balancing aspect where you two can just like play around and all of that. So that is what we have there. And let's go ahead and pull another tarot card for you. And then we're also going to get a little bit about appearance. Even though sometimes when you're doing a reading where there's like so many different details that you're going into, when it's a general reading, sometimes spirit can be a little bit more vague with some of the things. So appearance can sometimes be a little bit vague when we're doing these readings that it's all about that person. But if we do a specific reading where you can choose the group about the appearance, that's where we usually get a lot more detail and information. But anyway, that's besides the point. 6 of Rings. So this is the 6 of Pentacles. This person wants to take care of you. I would not be surprised if you have the option to work. They want to take care of you. And they also bring in enough to where you could decide whether you want to work or not. So in this marriage, I feel like one of you might be a stay-at-home parent. One of you might be like a homemaker, you know? So if you have a desire to do that, that could be you. Like maybe that's exactly what it is that you want. But this, yeah, the person that you're gonna marry, very generous. They want to take care of you. I feel like they don't really care whether you work or not. Like they don't mind. It's like if you wanna have a career, this person's like, okay, cool, do it. But they also totally don't mind being the provider. And in fact, I feel like that gives them a sense of like maybe masculinity or a sense of like pride, is to be able to like take care of you and to provide. So that is what we have going on over here. Let's see if we can pull any information on the appearance of this person. I do feel like they're going to be the total apple of your eye. They're going to be totally your type, like to the point where you're like, were you carved in the heavens? Like you're exactly what I've dreamed about. The swords can indicate a very chiseled feature. Like I also feel like their nose is it's straight, it's chiseled. Their jaw is more like cut and defined. They might have cheekbones that are defined. And I also feel like their brows, their eyebrows, they have defined brows, they have a defined nose, defined jawline is all the things that I'm feeling. I also feel like they have like longer limbs. So the swords can also indicate somebody who's tall or has like longer limbs. They're like longer limbed. They're not stubby. I feel like this person's more, yeah, they have like the length of limbs and things. And then, ooh, I'm also getting, so they have like a playfulness about them. So they have maybe a youthful look to them where they look younger than their age. They look younger than they actually are, but not by like a whole lot, but at least by a bit. Like I'm getting like for example, if they're like 30 years old, some people might assume that they're like 25. Or if they're like 40 years old, some people might be like, are you like, you know, in your mid 30s, mid or young 30s? Like they do have a more youthful appearance to them. So that is what we got going on over here. Very successful person, and they are going to be totally in love with you. Again, you might meet them a little bit later in life, but it's going to be very worth it, and you are going to absolutely love the person that you are with, and they are so worth waiting for. So again, that is all about your person. Thank you again so much for joining me here for today's video. I am sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 5s, if you chose this one, then this is gonna be your reading, so let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my group 5s, we have joy, tenderness, and nurture. First off, first thing with this joy card, your person is definitely a little bit more extroverted. They like to be social. They like to go out. They like to have fun. They have a friend group that they absolutely love, and they get along with them so well. But again, I do feel like this person, when they walk into a room, they absolutely light up the room, and they are not shy. They are not like awkward. It's like you could bring them to go meet your parents and they will be very expressive, very open. They like to have fun. They have a laugh that is very noticeable. Like they have a very distinct laughter, and I feel like you're really gonna love their laughter. The way that this person smiles, I feel like it's easy to make them laugh too. It's easy to make them laugh, and they genuinely, like when they laugh, they really mean it. But they have this lightheartedness about them that they're just always kind of laughing, always having fun, and they don't take themselves too seriously. It's like they know how to like really just like let loose and enjoy life, and they're here to enjoy life. Like truly, that is what they're here for. They're also the type of person that I feel like don't try to like cage them down too much, because they like their freedom. They like, you know, having fun, and they like spontaneity. And I do feel like they're still a trustworthy person, and they definitely like, they are still marriage material. So I don't want you to take this backwards and feel like, oh my God, no, this person is like wild and loose and all that. They are a bit wild and loose, but they also are loyal. They're also very ready to like, you know, have a marriage, but they are looking for more of that fun type of marriage where it's like, let's go out with our friends and like have like a backyard barbecue and like enjoy it, or let's go out and have like a fancy dinner and then go dance somewhere. Like I feel like this person enjoys dancing. They enjoy like they enjoy fun conversation, and again, they are more extroverted. They love to talk. I feel like this person, ooh, that's what I'm getting from them. They love to talk. That's like one of their strong suits is conversation and laughter, bringing cheer and bringing light to things. I also feel like if you're ever down about something, they know how to light you up. They know how to find the humor in anything, but they do also know how to be serious. So they're not going to be humorous, you know, all the time. They do know how to be serious, but they know how to just light you up and make you smile and laugh. Even if you're having a bad day, I feel like you could come to this person and be like, you know what, my day's been awful. And they will find a way to start making you smile again, to get up and move and all of that, okay? So that is this type of person. They also know how to be tender. They know how to be nurturing. I do feel like this person is going to be such an amazing parent to any children, if that's what you decide to have in your life. They're going to be such an amazing parent because they are so nurturing. They are the life of the party as well, and they do know how to stand in the spotlight. They do know how to like take up attention, but at the same time, they also very much know how to nurture, how to be tender, how to be soft. They have such a beautiful, soft, big heart. I'm really feeling like big heart energy from this person. And they also know how to love, and they're also very expressive with their love too. I feel like this person does not hold back. They will tell you exactly what they feel when they feel it. They don't hold back at all. They are not shy about their feelings. They are not shy about their words. They will tell you whenever you want to know. This person just like, yeah, they can go off. If you ever don't know what to say, this person will keep the conversation going for you. So that's what we have here. We also have true love. Wow, there's going to be such a beautiful connection between you and this person. There is such a beautiful, like, oh, I feel like when you look at this person, they're going to inspire you in so many ways. And I really do feel like you will have kids with this person. Like, I really do feel that. At least one is what I'm feeling by looking at these. It's like almost like it's meant to be, like this person's meant to have a child with you. So yeah, that's going to be beautiful. And then we also have the card of honeymoon. I feel like you both are going to have a very fun, exciting, very memorable honeymoon, one that you talk about for a long time together. It's like, oh my God, guess what we did? We did this. This person has so many stories. Oh my goodness. They know how to tell a story, and they know how to capture people's attention when telling a story. If you're at a table and this person got something to say, like, people are going to be laughing. People are going to be like so lit up about what this person has to say. They're very passionate about their stories, and both of you are just going to have an amazing time together. And I also feel like it's the type of relationship where the honeymoon stage lasts. You two are going to be very dedicated to taking each other out, going on vacations together, and keeping the romance. I feel like you two are the type of parents where it's like around your kids, you know very well how to, like, you know, not have, you know, too much like PDA or whatever. Even though, you know, kids seeing their parents in love is a beautiful thing. But for example, it's like the type of passion, the type of zesty passion that's between you both, like you would never guess, because you hold your composure so well. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I do feel like there's a zesty passion. We also have the card of make the effort. Both of you are so like here to make the other person have a good time. Like, this is the type of relationship where, you know, you're going to come home and your partner's going to surprise you with a home-cooked meal with candles lit everywhere, glasses of wine or whatever, you know, the works. This person's going to like put in the effort for that, or like create like berries and chocolate, have fondue, like the things like that. It's like making the effort and also surprising you on your birthday and really taking those things seriously. This person does not give up on effort. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why that honeymoon stage really lasts between you two, is because like you don't ever give up, and you don't ever just sit back and be like, oh, okay, we already got them. I can stop trying. Like, it's not that type of relationship. I feel like both of you are so here to put in the work, to have the tough conversations. And this person, oh my God, the person that you're marrying, they will be upfront with you about anything, which can sometimes, I feel like, can sometimes feel a lot, because this person will come at any time, just tell you exactly what they're thinking, exactly what they're feeling. But at the same time, it's perfect. It's perfect that they do that, because like it's going to allow you to work through problems before they just build up under the rug, right? And then come out one day. No, this person, they're not going to repress anything. You will know exactly what they feel when they feel it. And I feel like that's one of the things that is going to create such success between you two, because it's like, there's nothing ever building up unknowingly. It's always right there out in the open. Okay, we also have free yourself. This person's gonna help you come out of your shell, or vice versa, okay? But there's this energy of like helping each other come out of their shell to free themselves. And I do feel like it's actually for both of you. So for one, your partner has this more extroverted sense. They're gonna help you come out of your shell and become a lot more communicative, a lot more extroverted in those senses. But for you with them, you're gonna help them come out of their shell to really like see the world in a new way. I feel like you're also offering them perspectives that helps them expand. Both of you are helping each other expand. Then we also have calling in your soulmate. This person is absolutely your soulmate. We had, you know, pretty much every pile in this reading had like some sort of soulmate card in it, which I absolutely love. So a lot of people, you know, are attracting their soulmates. So that is freaking beautiful. But yeah, this person is absolutely meant to be with you this lifetime. 100%. You're marrying the person that your whole soul came to this earth to experience their partnership with. Like, this is your partner, this is your person. I also do feel like you're gonna go on multiple honeymoons. Like, I do feel like even 5 years into your marriage, you're gonna be like, you know what? Let's go on another honeymoon. And, you know, I do think there's vacations between that and all of that, but I just feel like there's a lot of effort being made for you both. And then we also have Kazemi being in the spotlight. Wow, if we didn't have any more, if we needed any more extroversion confirmations, your person is more extroverted. Kazemi can also indicate being in the spotlight. Like, this person when they walk into the room, they're absolutely the spotlight, the center of attention, and you feel amazing being around them. I feel like you look at them with these eyes of like, wow, that's mine. I'm so proud of this person. They're so fun to bring anywhere. You could bring this person anywhere, to any group of people, and they will get along with them. They get along with anybody. They have such a personality that is so beautiful. It truly gets along with anybody. And their friends are such a beautiful aspect of their life, of this person's life. And their friends are also like very protective of this person. But you're going to be accepted into that group really beautifully. Okay, so that's another side aspect there. We also have the second house coming up. So this card is about abundance and the material possessions that you have. This person, I do feel like, owns a lot of things. They might own a lot of clothes, or they might own like a lot of stuff when you meet them, or at least like this can indicate being surrounded by things that you're like, wow, that's very beautiful. Like I see you both owning a very beautiful home. And I see you both taking your finances very seriously, even if one or both of you didn't take it as seriously prior to being married to each other. You're going to take it seriously in your marriage. Finances are going to be very important to you. But I also see you owning a lot of really beautiful things that you're excited to kind of like show off, not in a bragging way, but in a way of just like, wow, I'm really proud of this. Like, look what we created, look what we did together. And yeah, we also have the lunar eclipse as one of your cards, releasing the past, breakthrough, pushing limitations, and healing. Wow. Pushing limitations is really sticking out to me because where you used to limit yourself, this person does not limit themselves. And they're going to really help you free. And then vice versa, because the areas that you don't limit yourselves, they might have. They might have not seen their abilities to expand in certain ways, but you're going to be able to show them that. You're going to be able to help expand them as well. We also have conjunction. You two are going to be so like inseparable when you meet. So inseparable. Wow. And also, you both are like really respectful of like your individuality. So you're both going to have certain differences, but at the same time, both of you support each other so well, and being like the individual, this person's not going to accept you to become exactly like them, nor are you going to do that to them. It's like both of you are like, I love you for who you are. And that's going to be another beautiful thing about your relationship is both of you, it's like you are so proud to be with this person and you accept each other's differences, which is so freeing and so supportive. And then we also have the South Node. You have known this person in a previous life. And this is also the gifts and lessons. You're going to learn so much together and teach each other so much about your own previous experiences. And through that, oh, I just feel like the support there is so beautiful. Gifts and make the effort. That's also really sticking out to me. This person pays attention to what you say and to what you like. And you're going to notice that they make the effort, because you might randomly in passing, you might mention like, oh my God, I've always loved like the brand of blah, 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 and their shoes, they're so cool. And then like a year later, this person's going to like surprise you with a gift of that or whatever, you know, just arbitrary example. But you might have not even realized that they picked up on that, but they do. They pick up on those little things that you say, the little things that you do, and they want to impress you. They really want to like provide all of that stuff with you and surprise you. Okay, I'm gonna grab my other tarot deck, which is sitting so far away from me right now. That was an arm stretch. Okay, so let's see. What else do we get for you, my group fives? What else can we find out about the person that you are going to marry? Let's see, we have the Moon card being reversed. They're gonna take you outside of your comfort zone a little bit. Like maybe one of you is more of an introvert and then one of you is like a total extrovert, and they're gonna like totally take you out of your shell. Or maybe both of you are extroverted a bit, because obviously we know this person is. But that could also be a reflection of you and vice versa, right? Because sometimes we're attracted to the group where it's going to be more of a reflection of us, but we get to learn about our person through that. But yeah, one of you or both of you are going to be taking each other out of your shell and expanding what's possible. I also feel like one of you is going to be a little bit more limited minded when it comes to how you can save money, make money, and spend money. You might be more limited, one of you. But one of you is going to be able to expand that and be like, you know what? So much more is possible. Stop limiting yourself in that way, because we can truly create anything together. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of expansion of what's possible for both of you, and you're going to be like, wow, look what we've created, look what we've done. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, let's get some more info here. This person's very straightforward, very free type of energy. And then we also have 10 of Wands being reversed, which is a beautiful position of that card. Both of you want a marriage where it doesn't feel like one person's taking on all the burdens. I feel like you're wanting something where it's like equal and where you're helping each other with the things that you need help with. And that's going to be the dynamic of this marriage, is like helping each other. When you notice that your partner is like carrying too much, doing too much, it's like you really want to be there to help them, and you do, and you make the effort of that, and vice versa. Your partner does that for you. If you're carrying a huge load and going through a lot, this person is like, you know what? Relax. Let it go a little bit. Let me be here for you. We can pick this up in a second. Or how can I help you? All that kind of stuff. It's like very supportive in that sense. And then we also have the Empress. And doesn't this woman on this card look like the Empress? And then this woman looks like an Empress? Like, there's a lot of Empress energy here. And this can also indicate, again, like having kids and being a mother and having children, being a parent. The Empress also indicates a lot of abundance. I feel like you're going to be building your empire with this person. And maybe when you meet each other, maybe you don't have like a whole lot to show. Like maybe you don't have a whole bunch of money. Maybe you don't have like a whole crazy amount of whatever. But I feel like as this relationship develops, you two are going to be building an empire where you're like, wait a second, how much money did I end up saving? Like this card, the second house, indicates and talks about your material world and your ability to save money. And I feel like there's a lot of abundance there for both of you, and there's a lot of growth there. So when you meet each other, maybe you're not exactly where you want to be successfully. Maybe you're still doing well. Like I don't feel like you're doing bad, but you're still doing well. But there's so much more expansion. And I feel like once you have this partner, once both of you have each other, I feel like your careers and your ability to excel is just going to go up even further, because both of you are going to like have each other's back when it comes to making big moves, making new decisions, you know, taking risks to get to better places. And I feel like that support is going to be so beautiful. And I really see both of you just exploding in so much more abundance by being together, because you two are the exact support that you've always wanted and needed in order to excel in those areas and create more of that success in your life. So let's go ahead and see what else we get for you, my group fives. More information about the person you are going to marry. Let's see. We also have the Seven of Swords. I do feel like there's going to be a certain time in your relationship, and I feel like it's going to be when you first meet each other, that perhaps you're not used to having someone that's so free. You know, maybe you're really free and your partner gets a little bit worried about that, or vice versa. Perhaps your partner is like really free with themselves, and there might be times where you're like, oh my God, like, is this normal? Like, because you don't know, you don't have that foundation yet. You don't have that like full knowing of like who this person is. So I feel like early on in the relationship, there could be a little bit of like jealousy or some like concerns with like how extroverted your partner is, or again, vice versa, if you end up being the really extroverted one. There could be a little bit of like concern with that, but at the same time, I feel like that's something that's going to be sorted out very easily, because I see like the communication is going to be great between you two, and there's a lot of flow, there's a lot of balance, there's a lot of like, let's make the effort, and perhaps one of you is going to have to make some compromises to go out less, or to, you know, come home at a decent hour and not stay out all night doing like partying and being with people. Like maybe there's going to be some sorting out in the beginning of the relationship with that to, you know, just create a more solid foundation there. But I feel like that's going to be sorted out very easily. I want to make that clear. I feel like that's going to be something that this person wants to work on, and the marriage is like so worth that. But at the same time, it's not like you're restricting them because you still want them to have their freedom, but it's like this kind of like more mutual understanding, creating more trust, creating more boundaries, but those healthy boundaries that help you just like stay in balance in your relationship. So I feel like that's going to happen kind of more early on in the relationship. But this person, I feel like they're more than willing to like make things work and to make compromises. Okay, let's see what else we get for you here. So we also have the Magician coming up. So this is when we're able to like manifest and create. And I do feel like in this relationship, you're going to be manifesting and creating a lot of success with each other, like together. It's like you're a power couple and a power team, and you're able to really create things that you're like, wow, I didn't even realize that was possible. I didn't even know that was possible for me. But it's because both of you are like so supportive of each other. Let's see, what else do we have for you, my group of fives? All right, we also have Get Creative. This is kind of reminding me of a stork, by the way. And we also have Higher Perspective. You're both really elevating each other, and both of you are really wanting to learn and grow. And whenever your partner's like, you know, has an issue, it seems like you're both wanting to like, oh my God, help me understand. Both of you are really wanting to understand each other. And that's something where I feel like it's going to clear the skies, and there's going to be more of that clear communication between you two because there's this genuine desire to understand. And the ability to manifest is going to be so beautiful. The ability to be creative and come up with creative new ideas about how to romance each other, how to create such a beautiful life together, how to amplify each other's differences, but also complement each other so well on those differences, and making those efforts, being with your soulmate, this true love type of energy. All of this is just so beautiful. So that is what we have for you here, my group number fives, all about the person that you are going to marry. Let me see if I can get anything about their appearance really quick. So I do feel like this person has lost weight at some point in their life. Like this card is making me feel like they're putting in effort to be healthy and to exercise. I'm also feeling like this person might enjoy going on jogs and walking, and this person also about their appearance. Let me pull some more cards about appearance actually. Let's see, more about appearance. The Knight of Cups, they have a romantic appearance about them. Their face, their hair, there's like a romantic expression. It speaks romance, and they have like a fullness to their body, but it's like this beautiful, the cups is this more, they're carrying weight, but it's like all in the right places that makes them look very like full and beautiful. It's like they fit their clothes in this very beautiful way. Their eyes, their face, it's like this romance. I feel like their cheeks get flushed with this really cute rosy color that just looks really beautiful on them. And I'm getting that they might have like bigger lips. Bigger lips is something that's coming through, and like they take care of themselves very well. I feel like they like to put effort into how they look, and they look very beautiful. It's like a very romantic look again. That's exactly how I could describe it with the Knight of Cups. It's a very romantic look, and something that really draws you in. So that is what we have here. Sometimes tarot can be a little bit like not as specific about appearances when we're focusing more on like, you know, who you're going to marry, because it's such a broad topic. But when we do a pick a card video solely on the way someone looks, that's where we're gonna get the most detailed information, which I will definitely be sure to make one of those videos coming up soon, is more details of how your person is gonna look. Because when we do, again, a pick a card solely on that topic, for each group, again, because they're general readings, they go way more in depth when they're very more niche and specific like that. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Thank you again so much for joining me here today for this video, my beautiful group number fives, all about who you're gonna marry. all about what that's gonna be like. I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye.